Hoek namahkeun musik aing go guys, anjir lah.
Noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day. For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
Absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stopped running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question is, where do you play him to make the most out of all of those talents?
That is expertly dealt with. Scholes looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Tries to pass it through. Great ball if he can get there. Raul, he's through on goal here. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Scholes. Cannavaro. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Silvestre. Passes coming up in quick succession here. And it's Azar. And this is Shevchenko. Dani Olmo. Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shooting chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Merino! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. It's come to nothing. Scholes. To Azar. And it's beyond the defence. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that looks a decent ball. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Scholes tries to play it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shapes to shoot! Big moment!
Itu dia guys.
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Persib Bandung have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to
The referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Persib Bandung coming leading by just the odd goal.
Children's announcement.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead, and there was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Persib Bandung are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Back on the way then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And Shevchenko, Ronaldinho. Passing nice and neat. Quality ball. And it's Azar. Might be danger here. Good take, and is he in? Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Your impression so far, Jim? They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are.
There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all got a little...
Oh, what a shot goal!
Aduh.
Hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm going to go...
And the shots! And another
Waduh,
try!
tidak dipikir.
Oh, Barcelona!
Langsung bisa kali kasukan ya guys.
Comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking...
He's in, must be. It's rolled.
Aduh.
Split-second reaction.
Raul is offering a right smile there.
Raul. And this is Shevchenko. Skims one. And the shot. Loose ball. And it's come back out to him. And yes, it's there. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Great shot!
Buset.
And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Well played, well sorted out.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It's not an especially good pass, that.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. And that'll be the end of that.
Sama
A draw
tuh.
and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end.
Lawan Rusia. Lawan Rusia.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Just eases him off the ball. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Oh, he's been caught now. It's Oh, horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
First breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Raul.
Oh, really well played. Here's Bell. That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Raul.
Simons. And the finish! Azar can see things others simply cannot. Kasih Bandung are behind here despite their domination of possession. It's a lovely deep pass. Azar. And he's managed to get free. There it is. Azar. Raul. Azar. And this is Shevchenko. Xavi Simons. Now it's Mbappe. Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's an imaginative pass. Xavi Alonso, and he's been shifted off it. Threads one in. Can he get on the end of it? Oh, what has happened here? Xavi Alonso. Looking for options for movement. De Ligt.
Aparte que no hay llama.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
This is a quick reminder
behind by just one goal at the
today's
break.
match broadcast live
Well,
on
obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Don't really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Stood up well to him there. No, that was never going to make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
This might spell danger. And he's heaved it away. Kasih have it back and can go again. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he's all alone. Now, who's going to be first to this? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Ronaldinho. Azar. And it's Azar. And it's been played through. Shot could be on. And that is well cleared. They've got it again. Azar. Tries to play it through. Pass is just off target. Tulis. Silvesh. Scholes. Azar. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. This is a promising build-up. Scholes. Right, Shevchenko. Oh, that's a little loose. Nicely spread. Hazard going face to face with his great rival. Defending was strong and firm. And that was very necessary. And here's Raul. It's a decent clearance.
Don't really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Xabi Alonso kept his eye on it, and he's there.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's Belletti. Good work on the right flank here. Hangs one in. That's an excellent interception.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about getting...
Gosh.
No mistake. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on that.
Hey.
And that is that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome...
Buset. POTD hungkul guys.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, someone I really like, Peter, is Lautaro Martinez. The graft, the energy, the dynamism. He's got all those properties we expect from South American forwards. And he's also someone who's quite happy to drop back, whether to receive the ball or to make up defensive numbers.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Oh, right place, right time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Wan-Bissaka does well to get it back. He's got away. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Anjir, bisa itu.
Goal! Porto! And Porto go in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Shevchenko. It's loose now, they want to get it back. No, he's not getting past him there. Driving on and making good progress. Martinez. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Aduh.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Akanji. Cannavaro. Silvestre. Cannavaro. And it's Rijkaard. They play for Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. Now it's De Bruyne.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Welcome guys.
Akanji is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending.
Tulingatan.
Now there's a fine ball. And a chance! Well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simple...
Oh, shooting chance! That's put play to the danger.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
This is a promising build-up. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time teams will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. be back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Kukurea. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for the run. Wan-Bissaka. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Drogba.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Tries to pass it through. De Bruyne. Xavi Alonso. Neymar. And he was quick to react. Kukurea. Great vision. Can he get onto this? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Welcome guys.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Havertz. Nicely weighted ball. Martinez finding himself in space. Oh, good effort! And the ball's come loose, and he's following up! Quality ball. Now it's Shevchenko.
Porto couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And Martinez! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And it's Drogba. Great ball if he can get there. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, a gilt Havertz! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Havertz really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Now it's Drogba. Played out to the left flank. And that pass just didn't quite well. Cannavaro. Neymar. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's only too happy to take that back. Oh, what a ball! He's in a real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy! What a delicious finish that is! And that's it! Kasih Bandung suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
And the cricket.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion.
everybody,
The
and
game yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. One plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
He's going for goal!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Neymar is offering a right smile there.
Kasih with the corner. There first. Oh, greatly! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Andrea Shevchenko.
Shevchenko. De Bruyne. Xavi Alonso. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the pass is intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Pass is short and sharp. Yaya Toure. Matthäus. This is a promising build-up. Cruyff. The Jets will score, 0-0 it remains. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Torres. Pedri. And here's Torres. Matthäus. And it's Messi. Now it's Pedri. Pedri!
Kayaknya dan
Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Look, tries a shot! That's a sharp finish! And they're threatening to fly away here!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Manchester United are... He'll try from distance! Just the wrong side.
Oh, he overtook that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Neymar. Now it's Drogba. And it's Xavi Alonso. Silvestre. For Xavi Alonso. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard. And here's Drogba. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And here's Cruyff. And here's Cruyff. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Who?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's Pedri. Oh, cracking ball. And Cruyff! How good was that? He's got himself an absolute pitch. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A moment that... The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Please
So that's
turn
it
your
for the first
attention
half,
to the screen
and
for
everyone takes
information
a
provided
well-earned
by
rest.
local police.
We're on the move again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked into Hamburg. They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
This is Messi. This looks promising. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, there was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets. De Bruyne, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Knocks it into space. Well played, well sorted out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Messi. And it's Cruyff. And he's running through. Mateus! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish right from the top draw! Just cruising! They are cruising! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, easy pickings there. No, that was never going to make it. It's Drogba!
Substitution in progress.
Drives it in. And he's there to clear it. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they changed their shape.
Just the keeper in, shoots! Just
Astagfirullah.
cruising! They are cruising! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Manchester United are having a ball here. And here's Drogba. And that has put paid to that. Zanetti. It's Bellingham. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Bellingham. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's fabulous. Referee has just said play on. And that will be the final act. Persib Bandung suffer a humiliating defeat. And it...
Kawan Arsenal. Ya Allah.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Nah, skoplak.
So that's got things underway.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
And it's Drogba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rijkaard. And here's Drogba. And this is Drogba. But Nielsen. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. He's through here. Kawan claims comfort. Cannavaro. From Xavi Alonso. And it's Modric. And he's being shifted off it. De Ligt.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Neymar. Nicked it back promptly. Xavi Alonso. And Shevchenko! Brilliant from Shevchenko! A finish right from the top drawer! Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power.
Brilliant
And the manager's
control.
absolutely loving this.
Andrei Shevchenko! First breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, they've got it again. Oh, that is a nice touch. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Welcome guys.
Every bit the assured keeper there. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, good fly! And it's come back out to him. Oh, it's fallen
Go,
loose
Zed.
again. It's a goal! A game of drills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I've been a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Look at the space. It's Neymar! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Modric. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Neymar.
That's good play from him.
Neymar's cross. Scholes. Modric. Scholes. Looking for the chance to skim one in from range. To stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all fair. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back underway.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind.
Can he finish?
So it's hardly a surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Pete.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part.
And the shot! And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change change of fortune pretty sharpish. It's loose and there's a race
Tuh,
for the ball.
lama si
He's
Kebut.
lost his man here. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Now it's Messi. Bale's cross. Now who's going to be first to this?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And he was quick to react. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a cute ball. And this is Shevchenko. That's a corner kick. Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8. The manager could make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that.
And a header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Bruyne crosses.
Well played and well cleared. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach, Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he stuck it away. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Arsenal now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Chiellini. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Into the last 5 minutes. And here's Scholes. He's got away. Oh, sweet feet. Quick look, then plays it in. And it's played by the keeper.
4 added
Oh, no.
minutes has been
Not too
indicated.
much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, there's a probing ball. Scholes. And it's De Bruyne. Scholes.
Nah,
And his time is up. And there goes the whistle. Kasih did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made.
Hah?
Batangnya ya,
Mangkatnya?
oh, ini pohonnya tinggi.
Oh itu di Wartosan.
Ada besar itu. Ini jalan yang tinggal sendiri.
scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter. Alexander Pato really needed to concentrate on...
He's had a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
I doubt though it's... Oh, it's come off the upright. Benatia can clear it away. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Percy Bandung really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. This is a promising build-up. We've seen that early. Used for a certain sixth sense. Scholes, renowned for his long-range shooting.
Percy Bandung really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
That pass isn't the best. And here's Owen. De Bruyne. And it's Modric. Played back into the centre. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. De Ligt makes the interception. Akanji. Rijkaard.
Percy Bandung certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he is the man! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Foden. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, again, there's no way through. Oh, good take and a good... It's Rooney! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. In towards the back stick. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Persib Bandung finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back underway then. Shot a goal! And he looks every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, greatly! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
A chance, surely! It's a goal! 2-1! with generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Kasih are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, this is a great position. Shevchenko! It's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Kasih cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter. The crowd are reacting to that now. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Just
Just the keeper in his way. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Probing pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the pass is intercepted.
Kasih surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier.
Chance! He's got a goal!
Alexander Pato really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on, and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Xabi Alonso.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Kasih now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Number 13, Raul. Substitution in
Just
progress.
about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Howson. Kasih clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's been played through. It's Ronaldinho! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Ya Allah, stiker jadi bulan-bulan. Koprak.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl. Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch
There will be
perfect.
5 minutes added time.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now the difference is 3. And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless.
Santos.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Rijkaard. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Raul. Gerrard gets across to intercept that. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Shevchenko. Yehi proves too strong. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Some good persistent defending here. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Haaland. Shevchenko. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played into space. Space for him to turn and look.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Alonso. And this is Raul. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's a key interception. Xabi Alonso. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a big far post.
What a save by David Raya! Haaland. And here's Raul. Gerrard. Well, they could break here. That is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Some to be making their way home on
Any
public
strong opinions on the
transportation
first
today,
half?
please
Well, I
watch the
think from
screen
the
for
manager's
True Park
viewpoint,
Financial.
Peter,
All
he'll be
movies
demanding
stations.
more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
And we get things going again.
Percy Van Dunk clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Cannavaro. That looks a decent ball.
Xavi Alonso.
Madrell could move up a gear here. Camavinga. Now Odegaard. Jangan. Now it's Messi. Now it's Haaland. Now he's running away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's made its way to him.
Xavi Alonso.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Percy Van Dunk have it back and can go again. Haaland. Now, can they get him away?
That really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope.
John, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Santos with the corner, there first. It's the keeper's ball. Percy Van Dunk are looking to go forward now. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. Probing pass. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Percy Van Dunk clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Haaland. Messi. And he shoots! And no mistake!
Si Haaland anjing shooting guys.
Look is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted. And they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
So smooth. A signature finish. Oh, what has happened here? He's had a shot! Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cross in.
Santos can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And the shot! Goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And check.
Boss!
Whoever is in his path,
Come
he
back,
will
boss.
always find a way.
Shevchenko demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. I think it's just top play.
Musuhnya langsung serem guys. Ini musuhnya langsung serem. Kalau gini musuhnya langsung serem biasanya guys. والجبال أوتادا وخلقناكم أزواجا وجعلنا نومكم سباتا وجعلنا الليل لباسا وجعلنا النهار معاشا وبنينا فوقكم سبعا سدادا وجعلنا سراجا وهاجا وأنزلنا من الصراط ماء سجاجا لنخرج به حبا ونباتا وجنات ألفافا
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up. We'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a defender, let alone any player, make such a meteoric rise in the manner Delict did, Peter. Just absolutely phenomenal. A player
Takes a shot.
Oof.
Right, stop from the keeper.
really looked sharp there, didn't he?
That's very well played. They're back with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence.
He could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. It would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's played forward. This is coming off in quick succession here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Here's Dembele. Gets a good put in there. Still goalless at the moment.
Whoa.
It's loose now, they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's going for goal.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, Danny's asking for trouble. Looking for the run. Danny Olmo. Xabi Alonso. Neymar. Great balling.
Raul.
Sumptuous finish and absolute joy. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
But Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that with him. It was absolutely smacked.
Penetrating for the first time.
Well, this should allow him to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Dembele going face to face with his great rival. He's beaten the last man. There's a probing ball. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, he's not getting any further than that. And he was quick to react. Mbappe running with the ball. He's going to be disappointed with that.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Neymar.
Raul has found the net here, of course. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Persib Bandung
Persib
coming leading by
Bandung.
just the odd goal.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. This game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Persib Bandung are 1-0 up at half time, and it's all to play for. Second half is up and running. Persib Bandung leading courtesy of the game's only goal. It's a sweeping cross. It's Drogba! And there's a goal!
Itu dia, Didier Drogba, guys.
2-goal lead, and they're firmly in
Mantap.
control. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Wis.
Persib Bandung are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They
Didier
really fancy themselves to go
Drogba.
and wrap things up.
Masa suren sih? Masih lama guys waktunya.
Substitution
Oh,
for
pergantian
Netherlands.
pemain guys.
Number 13.
The Netherlands can now introduce
Dembele
their substitutes.
masuk,
This
Dembele
could be a bit
ya
of a
keluar
nightmare
Dembele ya.
scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Rijkaard. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Mathias Cunha. Looking to play him in.
Offset,
Offside that time.
offset lur.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 18.
It's a bit of a revolving door here.
Coming on to
Lots and
replace
lots of
him
changes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to
Iya,
that
salah.
front line.
And he's in on
Masuk batu. Anjay, kalau susah motor guys.
a truly wicked strike.
Sampai
High
baik.
on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Shift in momentum perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the
Oh,
last few
mana
moments.
oi.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
So close to drawing level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Mabar. Raul. Oh, that's clever. Shevchenko. He's got away. Played in. Oh, that was vital.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Matheus Cunha. He is
Matheus
through here.
Cunha.
Added minute has been indicated.
Mabar. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Let's a look and plays it forward. Chance for a shot! Deftly away. And that will be it. Persib Bandung pull through. Sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Raul voted man of the match, and
Man of the match-nya itu Raul. Selangor. Persib versus Selangor. Dua dengan 2 DMF guys.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford.
That's it, Checo! Yamal, Mbappe, Cucurella. Selangor couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Cucurella. And it's Serginho. And it's Batistuta. Good ball, good take. It's a loose ball. Drogba. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. First quarter of an hour gone. Still goalless at the moment. Bounce of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Xavi Alonso. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Madrell. Looking for the run.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's well spotted. Madrell. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Raul. He won't be happy with that one. Serginho. Rijkaard. Almost half an hour in now. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Cucurella. Knocks it into space. Spread it left. Serginho shoots!
Kosong geloof.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
This is Batistuta. That is a little undercooked. And this is Raul.
Persib Bandung certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Serginho. Half-time getting close now. Oh, this looks sharp. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's picked his way through. Pickford claims comfortably. That is the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Persib Bandung come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So straight into the second half.
First Van Dunk can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Right, Shevchenko chips it through, and he was quick to react. Serginho has created one goal already. Can he get on the end of this? Serginho! That is headed for the middle, punched away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. A vicious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Sanjay, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. Okay, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Nicely weighted ball. Akanji. It's Xabi Alonso. That has been slung wide. Ronaldinho. That's very neat. He has a look out. Fabian Ruiz.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Right, Shevchenko. Right, Drogba. No way through there. Kasih Van Dunk could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say...
Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. I thought it was going to happen then.
Tamat anjing kosong.
Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only
Semoga
really
disayap.
meaningful moment.
Uy.
Intriguing for the neutrals.
Ah, lama anjir kernaon sama soda euy.
course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on the team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer, a beautiful manipulator.
Nicely weighted, but there's the shot!
Hey.
Oh, it's hit the post! Xabi Alonso, and he's been shifted off it. And it's Marino. And he's quick to return it. Shot a goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, greatly! And he's there to get it away. And he's let fly! We've got to be quick to recover this. Akanji, always a very imposing presence at the back. Aggressive Bandung, still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, there's a probing ball. Upamecano. Ronaldinho. Marino. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Marino. Kane. Cannavaro. To Xabi Alonso. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's well spotted. Fernandez. Great vision. And he's intervened well there. But the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Now it's Fernandez. Now it's Marino. Back when it goes. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho. This is a promising build-up. And this is Shevchenko. And he was quick to react. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Raul. 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 Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Kane. He's on it. Can he get away? Xabi Alonso. Can he get it through? And the through ball. And smartly reclaimed. That's it. 45 minutes up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They'd rather cancel each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Hello everybody.
What's
and
the first
beginning
half
of the
compared
now,
with your
I would like to ask
expectation?
you all
Well,
to
simply
kindly
put,
stay seated
Peter,
during
they
the
haven't
match.
been good
Thank
enough
you
to
for your
trouble the
cooperation.
opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager could be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Stood up well to him there. That's a look and plays it forward. That's a deception. His positioning was spot on. And we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. And here's Shevchenko. Bellingham cuts out the pass. Tries to play it through. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Xabi Alonso cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Ronaldinho can so cleverly bypass the press. Let's drop it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Rodri. Now it's Kane. Oh, easy pickings there. And Shevchenko. Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that was vital. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
That's alert and sharp and very well
He
played.
can run onto that. And this is Shevchenko. Forced to go back. Xabi Alonso.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Drogba.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's picked his way through.
Kosong kosong.
So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Well, here's a man who's stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the football planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that pass.
Tries from distance. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That little bit of skill has got him away. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Azar. Romario. And this is Neymar. He's shifting. And the finish! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Neymar is offering a right smile there.
Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Oh, he's having a go!
Ito na ako, terima dan. Oy,
Fine stop from the keeper.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cannavaro clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Romario. He'll try from distance. They've got to be quick to recover this.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Raul going about things with real menace. Raul. Offside that time. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Schlotterbeck has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Real chance. Big relief, it just needed better contact. Knocks it into space. Great vision. Thinks about the shot. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Played through into space. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, this looks sharp. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Drogba. Look at the shoot!
tarik tuh.
That's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch,
Shoot
not by
nak
any
tarik
means.
tuh,
The
anjir.
intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for
Too
our
much so
special
far
drawing.
to lift
Please
anybody
grab
off their
tickets to a
seats.
given when you're
Yeah,
walking through
nil-nil,
the
but
gate.
definitely not from the one to try. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't
Substitution for
be too
Inter.
dismiss it just yet.
Number 18.
So we are where we began. The
Coming on the
scoreline
field
remains
is
0-0 at the
number
break.
24. Luis
So the action is resumed.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Chance! Neymar. Shevchenko.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat. Oh, shooting chance! referee's given a throw. Best part of an hour and still no breakthrough from either side. Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. They break through and run into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And here's Lupa, and he's picked out the run. Chance!
Itu dia guys.
How they've waited! Now they have it! Truly superb.
Andrea
A goal of such
Shevchenko.
supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide, and the counter is on. Full it. Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish? He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. He's going for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Tries to play it through.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Anjay, salah sudah. Boleh ni selebrasi. Perintah Naruto.
And a trademark move ends with the
Kesian guys.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And it's very impressive.
So they have it all to do again.
Inter really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win.
And Shevchenko! Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Rijkaard. Just 5 minutes left. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Cannavaro. The next passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Drogba. And we're done.
Limbang sih wah.
To separate the sides in the end, for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all.
Olise!
Olise, welcome
Such a goal
guys.
inspired goalkeeping.
Well, Lisa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Rijkaard. And Neymar. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Drogba. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shevchenko finds himself offside. He's being urged to it's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Anjir.
Goal! France! And France are
Asyik.
in front.
Sedikit.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Plastic Bandung finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He has a look up. He's had a stop! Plastic Bandung are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Well, they could break here. He's beaten the last Cristiano Ronaldo!
Malayo itu Inggris gitu.
He's done very well to get to that.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Clear away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Olise.
It was indecision all round. They had to do a bit better than that.
Saliba. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No way through, so back it comes.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Offside deh,
Presumably for offside.
resep-resep dengan offside ya.
Nicely weighted ball. Rooney. It's Rooney! They've got to be quick to recover this. Ah, good steal.
Yeay,
Just read it.
koper anjir.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, greatly! Harmlessly behind.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to pull him off in the end.
And it's Ronaldinho. Drogba. And he's managed to get free.
Dia Drogba.
That'll be a throw-in. And that is expertly dealt with. Gerrard. Tries to play it through. Oh, a glitch with the rangefinder there. And evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery.
8 minutes has been
Defence, though,
indicated.
able to hold on this time.
Ah, disunul deh nggak pernah euy. Bagaimana nyerang tamat
Brings
koplak.
the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Persib Bandung trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
Persib Bandung can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rooney will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he get it through? Persib Bandung still trailing by one, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Now it's Trompa. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. He is through here.
Lepas ke
Check
kiper.
deals with that, nice and simple.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Tuh set.
And a chance! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the true goal cushion. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going.
Oh, Nadim.
And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Now it's Trompa. No, again there's no way through. Ronaldinho going face to face with his great rival. Trompa! Now who's going to be first to this? Czech trying to keep this
Offset
in.
di.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And here's Trompa. And here's Shevchenko. He's got away. And this is can he finish?
Masuk
And the keeper threw out a limb. Terrific effort. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Howson with the clearance.
Itu nani?
France are looking to go forward now.
There will be 3 minutes added
He
time.
has found a way through. Xavi Alonso. And the number on the board is 3. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. And shot.
Masuk ke lewat. Anjir.
And there goes the final whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless.
Oke, tamat live sahur mangat jika kau gitu tadi ka mama. Up, sok we. Prancis dewa lawana astagfirullah. Welcome guys.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Siegel. Neymar. Oh, that's a great chance!
Itu dia guys. Andrea Shevchenko.
Ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Dembele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Neymar. First quarter of an hour gone. As the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Let's cut it out. Siegel. And this is Del Piero. He's a sharp little ball here. He plays one through. He's having a shot! Neymar. Impressive, Bandung ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Messi. This is Dembele. And Del Piero!
Anjir, Del Piero.
They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Messi. Looking for options for movement. Not the most convincing of passes. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There will be
The
1
next.
minute at a time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please be made
So Jim,
aware
neither side
parking
getting
is
it all
only
their own way
permitted
so
in
far.
designated
Well,
areas
it's been
within
an
these
exciting
grounds.
half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Xavi Alonso
Really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Ronaldinho can so cleverly bypass the press.
Yo kunaon, oi.
Kaka. And it's Messi. And this is Del Piero! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Knocks it into space. Del Piero has it. Here's a chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable
Ah,
playing on the break.
Marine.
They're really swift.
And he's straight offside. Delict. And it's Rijkaard. Raul. And here's Drogba. Kaka. Great vision. And this is Del Piero. Can he get it through? Too much on it. and
Welcome,
that is
guys.
An easy claim for the keeper. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's the day! And no! He had to,
Ya Allah.
and yet he could not.
Dembele fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now
Kaka! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Kaka! Oh, he couldn't get hold of it. Now it's Raul. Now it's Shevchenko.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he cuts out the supply. And that'll be the end of that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get. Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that.
Welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Tinggal ngoprek naon formasi gila tuh ini batu mah kacau ieu mah guys engge suren we ngaledakeun lah ikat kalah kudu nungguan baturnya ada saja guys. Sabar aja guys, sabar guys.
So it's down to business here.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter,
Legit
despite
liga
all of
guys.
his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there,
Okay.
Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And the shot!
Wow, bisa kitukeun
Well,
tapi
once more,
toxic
it's
lah.
him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And a chance!
Coba syuting di mana bae tong
He
hayang.
looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Welcome guys.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's beyond the defence. Now a Drell. Knocks it into space.
Yo.
Roll. De Ligt gets across to intercept that. Moved on forwards. It's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Drogba. Tries to play it through. No foul, says the referee. Can he get it through? He's quick to return it. It's a lovely neat pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ripper from Raul! One more for his glittering collection! A finish of true class! And look what it means to them. This is a position exhibition of genuine strength now.
Iya.
He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And he should have made them pay.
That's very good running. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Tested backdoor. Now the chance to go the other way. And there's green grass ahead of him. That's a simple one for the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Cross goes in there.
Has been
Oh,
indicated.
good block. And it's come back out to him. Euphoria, utopia, and they are
Sebenarnya malah
conforting.
cong gitu,
And they're threatening to fly away here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't. And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Barcelona don't really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means
It's Trupa! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
well, that was
Welcome,
highly
guys.
impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Eto clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find
Jadi
someone?
tutur-tutur
He looked
gitu,
as if he had his
betul.
mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Big shot! He's beaten the kick.
Anjing.
No mistake. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Barcelona are at the peak of their
Kalah.
powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And this is real chance! And he's stuck it away! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, they may be down, but can he finish?
Anjing, jangan guys.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Showing good feet. Good looking ball. Ronaldinho. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Shevchenko. That's an imaginative pass. And he's managed to get great chance! And it's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you
Ooh,
work on the
Mahar,
training ground
Mahar,
time
Mahar.
and time again, and it came off.
Này là cơn lì ấy. Đấy.
Recep Bandung still making a fight of this. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Forlan. He has found a way through. That pass just didn't quite work. Xavi Alonso. That looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! And that's it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Another one! This must be his personal high. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Atto! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Xavi Alonso.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Raul. Played into space. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now, can they get him away? Thinks about the shot. He's dealt with that really well. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Aside. Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action.
This guy Marco Reus is going to be so important here, Peter. He's the one who has to be the outlet as the team push forward. He'll often drop into that number 10 position, offering support to his teammates. He's just constantly on the move, creating space, keeping defenders occupied, dragging people all over the place.
It's quite impressive actually, isn't it, the workload he is willing to take on when you consider that he is the team's main creative force, the goal threat too.
Yeah, but he can do it all. He's that good.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Solot going after that. Tries to play it through. Could be danger here. It's a good-looking delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Mbappe. Now, what about a counter-attack? Floated through.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Spread it left. He's picked his way through. Royston and a header! Goal! PSV! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal to the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few... The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And here's Drogba. Neymar. Now then, the ball's come loose. De Bruyne. Nicely aimed pass.
De Bruyne really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Drogba. Some really good ball movement. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. And this is Drogba. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Can he latch on to this? And he's picked it up out wide. And he's in on goal. Delivers a terrific effort. Well taken goal. Again in a trice. And they are soaring. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
PSV are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Drogba. Now it's De Bruyne. And he's quick to
There will
snatch
be
it
1
back.
minute added time.
And now they can clear their lines.
Pretty robust defending.
And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second half is up and running.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change.
There could be trouble here. Royce. De Bruyne. Short changes him with that pass. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's De Bruyne. Played in with purpose. And that was very necessary.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Looking for a runner.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Neymar. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Lovely bit of skill. Pops him off in and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then. That won't be the last they'll see of him. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it out wide. Tries to pass it through. Cross from Robertson. Couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Panacan diasukin ka darudak.
Promising build-up.
Kami sekolah.
And they win it back again.
Wala. Sinarian mo yaki.
Plenty to aim at here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Akanji defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well for his man.
I'm struggling to work
Hey,
out
Robert.
whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both actually.
Antay we. Kasi isa so.
Vitinha. And it's
Ayun
Gerrard.
guys baru dah lang awas nage.
Oh, easy pickings there. That is ended up in no
Tapos
man's
na
land.
Ada sih matanya mau ke di arme.
Ayos sih.
Played out wide.
Itu
he
kayak
wasn't
di
gonna be
atas
fooled.
dulu.
Robertson made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Maldini.
Di jam seberapa dia tuh?
Kulo tuh jam 1 kan tadi ya kena si Irut ngoprek.
Ya sah.
Si Neng tadi mau ngoprek
Keep
kan
the ball and you win the game. It's and I think we're done. Yes, we are done.
Ada sih di payahan mau
Kasih
mau
Bandung
petikan.
were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered.
4 kali
That
dua
is
anak.
simply not how you go about winning.
Hello
Your final
attendees,
thoughts,
this
Jim?
is a
Person Van Dunk
children's
desperately
announcement.
failing to
Please
impose
keep your
themselves
eyes
on
on
the
your
game.
children during the match
Decidedly
at all
flat,
times.
disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win.
Masa kena di Sandia.
Hah?
Well, thanks to Jim alongside
Aku
me,
sih
and
perlu
as the
pikir
fans make their way
keputusan
home,
dia.
so must we. Good evening to you.
Udah kasih ya.
Lah,
Ayo nama tuh sumber kasih mang.
pikir hati bubut yuk.
Si itu. Si Didi. Ini yang jadi remak mah.
Rasanya kena mah itu juga.
Teteh yang rekomendan gitu. Masih dari Rizka. Berapa dah 350 nya ke masa?
Melina dina online,
Nah,
beli layarna.
jangan ajang iya, ajang itu. Bangsa Musa naon di mah?
Nah online mah marurah 125.
Bakal web.
Tuh nu si Desi pah nang ieu jeung nu teh ai tina online. Nu si
Jadi
dari
sabar
pak.
masa sih. Di mimpi teh meser.
Segenap bulan.
Berbulan. Kita gini awetnya.
Emang awet da mesin ayeuna meser langsung gak ada anggar mau anu orsinil.
Hari anu si de